Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be storing, finally, my ateez cards. I've had most of these cards since the beginning of the year, and I've held on to them for so long because I was going to film this when I had all my ateez, when I had all of my Golden Hour Part 2 group order cards, but unfortunately I'm still missing one, and that card is still in Korea because my mom bought it off of a K-seller, and that K-seller is taking their sweet time to send their stuff out, so. And Zikers is having a comeback soon, literally next Friday, the day I'm filming this on Saturday. So yeah, I do not have room for all those Zikers cards I'm going to obtain next week, so I have to film this, whether I want to or not. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna start in my album card binder, and this is the first stack I have. You see this stack? It's crazy. And this is just Fever Through the World series. I have all my Golden Hour in that other binder. So this is a lot of cards we have to store. So start off, and I already took out the fillers for the cards I do have on hand. So to start, we're going to store these two. I have his non-selfie Thanks and Inception versions, and I was going to put this one here and this one down here. And then I decided to add a couple pobs to help fill out the page, because just a 5-page pattern, that's just a waste of space. So I do have this pob on hand, though. I don't know what store this is from, but if I'm not lazy, I will write it on the screen for you. So that pob I was going to put here. And then the next card I have for this page is very exciting. I have his orange outfit thanks version card. Now, if you're not an ateeny, you know this card is very, 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 very hard to find. I was lucky and someone was selling it for a cheap price. And actually, they make videos on YouTube, so I'll link them here too, because I love her videos. So yeah, I finally have this card. I'm so excited. And it's going to go up top. And then I just need this card. And this card's also hard to find, so. I don't know. They just released the platforms for the Fever albums. I might get the platform one for this. My only issue is they have rounded corners instead of square corners. And that'll bug me so bad that I just have one rounded corner while everything else is square corner. So yeah, and that's all I have for this page. This next page is completely empty because I have all the cards for Fever Part 2. So I have all 3 of his limited cards, and I was putting my limited cards on top. Like so. And then I have the one set of the photo book cards. These match the same outfits as the limiteds. So, and this is the A version, the diary version, if I can get it in, and the Z version. And then I have this row also, and besides the diary version, these 2 cards are the other concept from the photo book that they only did 1 card for. And that'll go on the bottom. And then the backs also match up too, which is quite nice. So yeah, and I have all those cards, which is very exciting. This album was pretty easy to collect, minus this card. I had a hard time finding this one until I finally found someone selling it for a cheap price. Fever Part 3, I'm only missing 2 cards, and I have them secured in a go, just that I just don't have them yet, so they're coming. But I do have all 3 of his limiteds for this album. If I can get it in. Wrong page. There we go. And then I have just the one for the middle for now. And then I have the last 2 cards I needed for the bottom row, which is the non-matching outfits. Ah, my binder's out of frame. There we go. And I pulled this one when I bought the album like 3 years ago. So I already had that card, which is great. And then for Fever Epilogue, I'm just missing one card. And I have this one in that same go. And then I pulled this one in my album I bought years ago. So I have all 3 limited cards. If I can get it in. My goodness. There we go. Perfect. And then I have the A in Diary version 1. Goes on this page. And then I have the last 2 A in Diary version cards for this page. My only issue is none of these Diary version matches any of the pages, so it looks funky because this is the same outfit, this is the same outfit, this is the same outfit, and this one is all alone. I don't know what KQ was thinking when they did these cards. And that's all I have for Fever. Now we are on to Movement Era, and I have all the cards I need for this page. I have the last A Diary and the last 2 Z version cards I was missing to complete this page. And then my issue with this page is this one, I feel like that I should move this one up here, but then the back doesn't match the rest of them. I don't know what they were thinking with that either. It pisses me off. Okay. And then this page I have, so this page is just Pobs to help fill it up, and then his Digipack card. So I have this Hello 82 Pob. This is when Hello 82 started doing Pobs with ateez. So there's a lot of them. And then I have his Digipack. So I have all the cards I need to, album cards I needed to finish Movement. And then the last card I have for this album, I have this Yo song. So I bought a Digipack off of someone on Instagram. And this is the card I pulled. And I cannot trade him away. Because if you don't watch my videos, Yo Song is my second bias in ateez. And this is when he had his blue hair. And I love this outfit on him. So I could not trade it. So I'm just going to stick it right here. And I figured that would help fill up the page. And I don't have to spend money on another Pob. So yeah, I'm only needing 2 Pobs. And then I'll be done with this era. Next we have Spinoff. And I have all the cards for this page as well. So I have his 2 QR code cards. And the annoying thing about these cards is they are thick as heck. So they keep falling out of the sleeve. So I'm put the non-selfie there. And then this harangue pose here. And then same thing with the Z version. Lucky. They are thick as crap. So it's going to thicken up the binder. That's crazy. And then I have his 2 selfie cards. And I think I had the A version here and the Z version here because then the backs spell the spin-off from the Witness, and I wanted that. And then for this page, I have the last 2 Witness version cards I was missing. And then I'm also collecting Pobs on this page, and I have all but 1. So I have this Pob. This is his Copenhagen exclusive from this album. There's a cat hair. No, go away. Shoo. This is his US exclusive. I originally pulled Jungho in my album when I bought it from Target 2 years ago, and I couldn't trade Jungho, so I just bought it, and I'm selling that Jungho, but it's literally getting nowhere, and I might just keep it. We shall see. I don't remember what store this is from, but I will put it on screen if I look for it. And then I have his Hug version card from Target. I had Yo Song for this too, and I finally just bit the bullet and traded it away. So now I have, and I might go back and buy Yo Songs again since he is my second bias. And then I have his Ring Pop exclusive from this era. So yeah. And then I have one more card for my world stuff. It's on this page. I have a Yeosong digipack from this album. If you don't know, these digipacks are really, really hard to find because they are the cutest things in the entire world. I had a Songhwa that I pulled and I just kept, and finally someone offered to trade and gave me this Yeosong. And it's his cutest one out of both of them that he has. So I'm glad that they gave me this one. Yeah, and that's all I have for my world stuff. Okay, and then the last cards I have for this binder are all my Golden Hour Part 2 cards, which starts here. So I have the last 2 Jungho's I needed for this page, for the selfie cards for the photo books. Oh, there's a hair right there. Voila, this page is finally done. And I do have Golden Hour complete on hand. So, I'm so excited. And then for this page, I have the 3 Yeosongs I didn't pull or trade for. Go in like that. And then I have the last Jungho for this page. So yay, this page is all done as well. Exciting. And then this is the digipack page. I have all 3 of Yuno's selfie digipacks. Oh, get in, please. Thank you. I forgot to pull that out. Oops. And then I have the 2 Yeosongs I needed, because I pulled this one in my Yeosong digipack. Beautiful. And then I have the last 2 Jungho's I needed, because I pulled that one in my Jungho digipack. So this page is complete. Exciting. Not in the frame. Again. Ugh. Okay, I love how they did the consistent backs, because if you don't know, in previous eras, where is it? The backs are different. So I have 3 of the international backs, and the rest are the Korean press backs. And I'm so glad they didn't do that this era, because that was really, really, really annoying. And I didn't really care, because I didn't want to go digging for the same colored back, because I just didn't have the motivation. So I just bought the Korean press. But that was so annoying, and I'm glad they didn't do it this era. And I hope next era they do less digipack cards and the same backs. Because 6 digipack cards for one album, that is way too much. And for Golden Hour Part 1, they did 8. I'm not collecting all of them because that is way too much money I do not want to be spending. So, KQ, if you're listening, downsize the digipack cards, please. Okay. So this is where my Poca cards will go. So I have his A card and his QR code. My QR code is covered, so you cannot steal it. I'm just going to put this one here. And the QR code in the middle, since it is a concept card. And then I have his other non-selfie digipack for this version. And then for the diary version, this is the digipack card I pulled in my album when I bought his digipack. And then I have his selfie card and his QR code for this page. And then I have the other 2 for this Poca version and the last digipack. Yay, so exciting. And then I have the rest of the cards for this page. So this is where the last of the Poca cards are going to go. I have thought about switching it where I keep these 2 on like this page, and I move these with the Poca cards. So it's just 2 pages of and then this. But then I felt bad because my digipack page looks like this. So I'm not going to do it yet. But I might switch out the layout if I do decide I want to do that. We'll see how the photo card game looks for the next album. We shall see. So, yeah. I finished putting these in. And I decided to put the selfies in the middle. Just because I think it looks better this way. And yeah, and that's actually all the cards I have for this binder. Okay, this is the last binder we need to go through today. My ateez Pob and merch binder. This is the stack I have for this binder. It's a lot of cards, and some of them are even cards for not, you know. It's crazy. Okay, so we don't have anything until, where is it? Till this section. I did reorganize this off camera, so now it's just in the order that the PCs came out in, instead of just Pobs on one in order and then the merch right after. So to start off, we're going to start on this page. I have his last regular Season's Greetings card. If you don't know how KQ does Season's Greetings, you buy the Season's Greetings and then you get one set, an OT8 set of one of the concepts. So if you want both cards sets, you'd have to buy 2 Season's Greetings. And then if you pull the same concept twice, you have to trade the whole set for the other set. So these are pretty much in circulation pretty easily. And then I do have the one Pob that they did for this Season's Greetings. And I've wanted this card for such a long time because I love that they're holding a ruby in this set. And now I'm glad I finally have it. The next 2 cards I have are his first rounds of Pacific. I didn't join group orders for these, so I had to buy them secondhand. And now I have them. I joined a group order for these. And I'm glad I did, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to find them. And that's all I have for till my Golden Hour Part 2 Pobs, which starts here. So the first card I have is the Hand Fan from the Tok Tok. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I suck at pronouncing things, so I apologize if I pronounce something wrong. The next card I have is his Butterfly Pin card from the I had this card in a top loader, so that's why the sticky note's not here. And this card will go here. I have the Pobs in order by when they were announced. I just followed a template on Twitter. So the next card I have, I called this the Blush card, and this card is from Soundwave. Next card I have is the Sunflower Bonnet card from Makestar. If you're not if you don't collect Pobs and stuff, Makestar always has the cutest Pobs ever. Like, if I see someone hosting a Makestar group order for my groups I collect Pobs for, I'm like, I will join right away, because they always have the cutest Pobs. That card goes here. I have the From 2.0 Cat Headband card. This card is literally the cutest card ever, and he's doing a harangue pose, and I feel like that's his signature pose. Next card I have is the Music Art 2.0 Rockstar card. Personally, this card isn't my favorite, and I only joined this group order because this is a group order manager I've joined with before, so I knew, I don't know, I might get rid of this. We'll see. For now, I'm going to keep it. And then the last one for this page is his Apple Music 2.0, which he's holding a Quokka plush. It's so cute. So adorable. Okay. And then the rest of them are on this page. I called this Onesie Putt plush. It's from Hello Life. I do not know what this character is called. I don't know. That's why I called it Onesie Plus plush. And I cannot remember what it's called on the top of my head. But it was cutie, so I had to get it. And then I have this Jump Up. I called it Kitty in Hand, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a kitty in his hand. It's literally so cute. And I love Yuno's blue hair, so I had to get it. And this card I didn't really join for. I just bought it secondhand, but I don't remember what, this is another Makestar card, and I think it's the Ice Princess one is what they called it. Or the Ice King, maybe? I don't know. I have his Heart Goggles card from Jump Up. This card is so cute. I love it so much. Next card I have is his Makestar Blanket card. This is the card that's still in Korea, so we'll see if I actually get that card. But I have blanket card. So cute. And then these next two cards are actually replicas. If you don't know, these are minirecord replicas. If you don't know, minirecord has started doing this weird thing where you join for the pop, but then you get like an AI thing with it. And ateez, I know my moots on Instagram and I are boycotting minirecord because why do they have to do that? That's so weird. Like, why would you do that? I don't get it. Anyway, these were cute, and I joined a replica go for these, so that's why they say replica on the back. So I have, you know, selfie card, and then I have his unit was Songhwa. And then I have his season's greetings from this year coming in a go. I just have to wait for her to send out. And then I have his last Pacific round card where they're holding the teddy bears. So cute. I love that they wrote messages on the back of this one. And this card goes right here. I did join a group order for his birthday merch this year because it's literally so cute. I'll put it on screen if I can find a picture. But I had to have it. Yeah, and that's all I have for there. I do have a card for this extra Yosong page. I also joined the replica for this card. And I'll just stick it right here. And then the last card I have for this page, this is my members page where some of these I pulled in my Fever albums and I just haven't tried them. And then I have Psyche, Minky. But one of the group orders I joined did a leftover raffle. So, like, if all the sets didn't fill up, then we would, like, pay, like, an extra 25 cents. And then they would raffle off the remaining claims. And I won one of those claims and I got this cute Hongjoong. And Hongjoong has been bias wrecking me so hard lately, and I have to keep this. He's literally so cutie. So I'm going to stick it next to my other Hongjoong pop I have. And that's actually all the cards I have for this binder. So we're going to end on this page. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, I'm not going to force you to, but like and subscribe if you would like. My next video will probably, I want to do a Psychers unboxing, but I don't know if I can, because I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but my state got a pop-up shop at a Barnes & Noble. And I live in Utah, so Salt Lake City, and that's a 30-minute drive from my house. But the pop-up starts at 11, and I work at 12. And my work is 25 minutes away from Salt Lake City. So I either go Friday, try to get the albums, and then go to work, or I wait till Sunday and get the albums. So I might not do an unboxing, and I might do an unboxing and just show you what pulls I got and not, like, flip through the photo book or anything. But, yeah. And then maybe another storing video, because I already have a lot of cards in my this bin. So many that it's already filled up. So, yeah. Bye, guys.